Oh, hey. Okay, we're back. Man, I left the stream on all day. Had all sorts of crazy stuff on there. I gotta edit the crap out of that. Bunkeria. I got, like, family search stuff, and study stuff, and my investment account, and other things. If you know what I mean. Hold on, I'm just switching this out. So we're definitely gonna have to edit the crap out of that. Save, sync. Alright, let me pull this, that one. Alright. We're just about done. I had to burst out of here. I was like a minute late for work, too. That's okay. It's no super big deal. Alright, so we just fixed the wheel.
Now it's ready to roll.
So now we move it right over there. Well, no, I would like to move. Do I just move the shell?
Good idea. Here, take this.
Got it. No problem.
Oh my gosh, people are so dumb. I should have to switch characters. And blow this door. Move the word to the hole in the wall, switch the gun, put the shell through the hole in the wall, switch and again move the wheelbarrow up the ramp. Use the old console ramp. Okay.
This is where they used to load freight.
No, I want to wheelbarrow ramp. There we go. We gotta move up the ramp, go over the left, use the so the console.
You can control the transporter with that.
Put the shell up into the transport.
And now where? Can you help me here? We have to suspend the shell up here. Very carefully.
Very carefully. Alright, then we... Let's transfer just console.
Get down, Gwen.
Gonna blow this thing up, son!
Are you okay?
Quite all right. Have you got the casket?
Right here. Quiet! They're coming!
Hide in the wood. I'll distract them. Quick, get in! There's the casket.
I couldn't hold on to it, but I do have what was inside it.
Oh no.
Fortunately, they're not great shots. Unfortunately, they grabbed your daughter. And I would dearly love to know why she's so important. We are assuming they fled straight behind the Iron Curtain. They're supposed to be in East Berlin right now.
And how does Mossad plan to get my daughter out of there?
Mossad isn't planning anything. Kessler's dead, so the case is closed.
So you're leaving me to save her on my own? In East Berlin?
Mossad says the case is closed, but not me. Kessler's units still have to pay for what they did to my family.
And I won't let them do the same to mine.
Let's get Gwen back.
So, any progress?
Nothing significant, just scraps of memory, fragments.
Then increase the dose. We need to get deeper into her subconscious.
She's already at her physical limit. If we push any harder, her body will...
I don't care what happens to her. I care about what she knows. Do what has to be done. Quickly.
As you wish, Madam Comrade.
Our intelligence has found something interesting. The girl wasn't kidnapped by former SS members. It was the KGB. But they were led by a female Stasi agent. She was supposed to obtain information from Kessler about some old Nazi project.
Wotan.
I don't know about the details, but the Soviets are allegedly continuing the project in a top-secret subterranean research center in Moscow.
And Gwen?
All I know is that they took her to this Moscow facility. Why, I can't say. The CIA has located several ways into the research complex. One of them is supposed to be near the Kremlin.
Right then, let's get going.
You mean both of us? I thought you wanted to track down the people who killed your family.
I've been stood down. But if I can find out what the KGB are doing, that might get me reinstated, so I can continue my hunt. Besides, I can't just abandon Gwen.
Well, I appreciate the help. At least now I'm not taking on the KGB single-handed.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Anna? Where's she gone now? I can't wait around here. Gwen is... well, the clock is ticking. The German agent gave me the coordinates for the research facility entrance. I should be able to find it on my own.
Alright, here we go. Moscow episode 3. Why are we in Moscow? That's a good question. Okay. There we go. Okay. Examine the note in your inventory.
The coordinates for the secret entrance to the KGB research lab.
Head right from the station towards
There are a few notes too. If I understand correctly, the entrance is below 2 coffins.
Talk to the kids about everything.
According to the coordinates, it must be somewhere around here. Gotcha. The mausoleum on Red Square. The entrance to the research facility has to be inside. Damn! This is going to be harder than I thought. But if I want to rescue Gwen, I don't have any choice. The seat of the Soviet government. So I...
Alright, now I need to talk to the lady.
The seat of the...
Okay, come on.
Здравствуйте.
Hello!
Hello! No? I can't choose nothing? Here, let's
What are you selling here?
Just the snacks, but I have something for every taste. Sweets, licorice sticks, candy floss, ice cream.
Thank you. Very tempting. Are you always open so late?
As long as the mausoleum is open, the visitors are my best customers. Only another 2 hours to go, then it's home time.
So the mausoleum closes in 2 hours' time?
Da. If you want to pay a visit, you'd better hurry up.
Good to know.
Let's play tonight. NCAA. It's not an NFL game tonight. There's Navy Memphis.
With such a wide selection, it's hard to choose. What would you recommend?
This sweet, the baton shiki, and this gingerbread biscuit. Those are the most popular. But the roast apples made to my babushka's recipe are delicious too.
Well, I'm starving. I'll take everything. Will that cover it?
Absolutely! I can close early today! I must owe you some change, but I don't know the exchange rate.
Don't worry. Just give me back a few rubles.
Such a generous gentleman. Spasibo. Here, enjoy.
Spasibo. That's actually really good. Mind you, I was starving. Hunger is a good sauce.
Hunger is a good sauce. Sweet Ginger Basic, go back to the rail yard until there is no train present. Whoever's been since season I was unlikely to questions. This is 7:20. Go back to the rail yard until there is no train present. Put the coin on the rails.
Child's play, literally. Laying coins on rails and waiting. I used to do this when I was a lad.
Go to the train present, go on the rails, leave and come back twice. Five coin. Oh my gosh, can we please?
It worked. Flat as a pancake. The train should be leaving soon. In we go. The soft snack bends and fits nicely in the wallet.
I know, what? Return to the city. Go over to the waiting queue outside the mausoleum. Everything except your wallet will be confiscated. You only have 2 minutes to send them out, so quickly go to the right and continue the tour.
There's quite a lot going on. I'd better bide my time and take a look around in there.
Click go there, okay.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
There's
No photos, no heavy objects. And don't touch anything.
Whatever you say.
You can keep your wallet. Your other possessions will, of course, be returned at the end of your tour. Move along, please. Every group has exactly 2 minutes to complete their tour.
2 minutes? That's not going to make this any easier.
quickly go to the right, continue the tour.
There's a lot less going on back here. And now it's time to empty my wallet again. A few rubles. I think I'll take a closer look at that. Good idea, but even the smallest coins are still too thick.
finish that, open your wallet and use the find coin on a screwdriver. Where's my find coin? You know what? I didn't. Alright, I'm gonna do this again.
Time to finish the tour. Despite what I've heard about communism, the guards have given me all my property back.
There it is. Alright. Combine that with the wallet.
In we go.
Combine that with
The softs. Inside there are the embalmed corpses.
Stop!
Of course.
Alright.
And now it's time to empty my wallet again. A flattened coin is thin enough. That'll do. Number 2, 3, and 4. Done. I'll press this chewy sweet onto the head of the screw.
Sweep into the screw to get an imprint, finish the tour.
Time to finish the tour.
Turn to the right. Talk to this guy.
Dobry wieczór.
Good evening.
Has a woman come past here by any chance? Young, blonde?
Hey, I would have noticed that. No, you're the first person I've seen here since I started my shift.
That is okay. Let's go.
Not much going on here.
Well, it's only a siding in a goods yard. We don't get many visitors passing through. Tourist?
Yes, I'm here on holiday.
Once you found her, take her into the city center. It's a bit more entertaining than this neighborhood.
Could you possibly lend me a screwdriver?
Maybe. What do you need it for?
Car's broken down. I need to tighten a few screws.
What type and what size?
This impression better help to identify the right kind of screw.
Now you're talking. It's a 5-point star profile, very rare. A 20 ought to fit. Here. But I'll want it back before my shift ends.
Of course, comrade. Spasibo. Goodbye.
Do svidania.
Das Vidania mofos! Alright, let's see football. Pull this up. Alright, everything. Give the screwdriver, examine this to separate the blade.
I can separate the handle from the metal screwdriver bit.
Put the ginger biscuit in the wallet and then return to the city.
The gingerbread biscuit fits just as it is.
Just sit on the table to finish the job. Okay. Man, it's a lot of repeating stuff. I don't know if I feel about that. To the city, let's go. Navy Memphis, huh? Yeah, let's watch that. Play.
Stop!
Of course, comrade.
Of course, comrade. Go another 2 minutes once again. Go to the right. Continue the tour. Put the ginger biscuit on it.
And now it's time. The guard is fond of a snack, but I'll only put the gingerbread biscuit on his plate when I'm on the way out of the mausoleum.
Turn, put the biscuit on the table, then finish the tour.
The guard is fond of a snack, but I'll only put the gingerbread biscuit on his plate when I'm on the way out of the mausoleum. Time to finish the tour. The short screwdriver bit fits safely inside it.
Put the blade into your wallet, then join the queue. Finish tour, put the screwdriver blade in the wallet. Join the queue. Once inside, take
Stop!
drink
Empty
can
your pockets!
left.
Of course, comrade. The guard's looking the other way. Now's my chance.
Go to examine ventilation again.
And now it's time to empty my wallet again.
Oh gosh, stand up, phone. Stop being a douche.
A perfect fit. Bingo, it works. I can hide here now.
And the ventilation shaft.
Whoa, it was getting claustrophobic in there.
God's front here, anytime the No, I don't want to exit.
Right then, comrades, let's take a look at these sarcophagi of yours.
Look what I found.
What the hell?
Sneak along past
No,
the windows.
Fenton, stop it. You're not here to investigate. You just need to rescue your daughter. That passage over there looks promising. Looks like the passageway leads to another area. Maybe that's where Gwen is. Great. How am I supposed to get past these guys?
Всем агентам сектора Б. Вы находитесь в главной лаборатории. Покиньте свои позиции и поднимайтесь на верхний уровень.
Now or never. Protective suits or gas masks. No sign of Gwen. Just a storeroom full of crates and shelves. Gwen! Gwen. Gwen, say something. What have they done to you? Her pulse is racing and her breathing's weak. I've got to get her out of here. Cigarette packet and a small key.
Vinegar covered to the left.
Locked. A scalpel.
This is stuff for Glenn.
Gwen, can you hear me? We're leaving right now. Anna?
Baller! His underhand in that scalp right at that guy's head. That was incredible. That would even kill you.
Good
instantly.
throw. I tried
That is a
sneaking in here
ridiculous
following your
throw.
footsteps, but they spotted me. What's happened to Gwen?
She's completely out of it. Alive, but unresponsive.
I think she's been drugged. Probably a truth serum. I just hope the dose wasn't too high.
We have to get her to a hospital.
Are you crazy? They'd notify the authorities right away. No, we'll have to find something to snap her out of it here. Right then, you or me?
Give it to me.
Okay. It should start working in a minute. Come on, let's get moving. When they notice she's gone, they'll lock down the whole place.
She's still running a high fever. Hey, how are you feeling?
Dad! What? I thought...
Shh, lie back.
Anna?
I fetched your father. I couldn't have rescued you on my own.
Here, drink this.
Do you know what these people wanted from you?
Give the girl a minute before you interrogate her.
It's okay, Dad. They kept asking me about the Viking casket. They wanted me to describe everything exactly. The decorations, the rooms. But I couldn't do it very well. And then they started with the injections.
Why would the KGB be interested in a Viking artifact?
Maybe this will help. I found it in the doctor's pocket.
Because they're douchebags.
Found it. She's a chip of the old block.
Okay, sweetheart. Try to sleep.
I knew it. Wotan.
Whoa, what?
Voltan!
It's a secret Nazi program. And now the KGB have picked up where they left off. If they're right, the casket will give them the power of the gods.
How the hell do you know all this?
My father was Oskar Brunner. Before the war, he was a physicist at the Nobel Institute in Stockholm. While he was there, he discovered the casket and took it home to Germany. Then, during the war, he was put to work researching weapons for the Nazis. And he discovered a secret that he realized should stay that way forever.
A way to unleash the power of the gods?
Exactly. He noticed an unknown substance on the surface of the casket and swore not to let it fall into the hands of the Nazis. And he paid for that decision with his life.
No wonder this mission means so much to you. And you've done your father proud. The casket has been destroyed and you've helped to rescue my daughter. Time to go home.
Have you ever heard of the casket of the Nine Worlds?
No?
Apparently, Thor brought it with him when he came to Midgard, the land of the mortals.
You're aware that these Norse legends are just stories, right?
Are they
I was
though?
raised on stories. My mother left when I was young and my father was always working. That gave me plenty of time to read.
According to the legend, the casket was
Wow, that's
decorated
some
with a map
shade.
leading to Asgard, the home of the
douche
Norse
that
gods. I'm convinced that the casket we were chasing was the casket of the Nine Worlds.
Well, it's been destroyed now. Nobody's going to Asgard. End of story.
Perhaps, but there is still one loose end. One of your countrymen, Professor Edward Langtree, a cryptologist at Sandhurst Military Academy, he asked my father for some photographs of the casket. He wanted to decipher the runes. Whether he succeeded or not, those photographs are the last record of the casket in existence.
So you want to go to Sandhurst? I'm telling you now, they won't let you in.
Not me. You.
No, no, no. I've got my daughter back, and that's all I came for. I've been AWOL for so long, the army probably think I've deserted.
But think what they'll say if you can give them this kind of power. They'll let you retire in comfort, and you'll finally be able to make up for all that lost time with Gwen.
Power like that could put an end to all wars. I won't need to retire. I'll be redundant. Okay, count me in.
One moment, young lady.
Are you even going to bother saying goodbye?
Look, Gwen,
No, you look. I'm not letting you leave me behind again. You always say it's too dangerous for me, but in the past week I've been kidnapped, drugged, and tortured by the KGB. And I'm fine. Do you think I can't handle a bit of danger? Besides, if I come with you, you can keep a closer eye on me.
The girl has a point. And you never know. She could be useful. She seems to have a way of finding things.
Okay. Looks like I'm outvoted. Next stop, Asgard.
There's been a breach. I'm going to find the person responsible and hold them to account!
But I would never defy a direct order.
Please, I can vouch for my assistant.
In that case, the traitor must be you, Doctor. Congratulations on your promotion. You're now in charge of this laboratory with immediate effect. Oh, I have something for you too, so that you never forget who you're working for.
And I hope you remember who you're working for too. Unless you complete Wotan in the next 10 days, this operation is history. And so are you. The Politburo wants results, or a scapegoat, and that will not be me. Very few women survive the Siberian winter. Have I made myself clear?
Oh, Joyzy! Where do we go from Sandhurst to Jersey? Deceptive safety.
This is all very nice. I can see why Professor Langtry decided to leave rainy old England.
He's not here for the climate. He covered his tracks pretty thoroughly. My contacts only just managed to trace him to this island.
So you think he came here to hide?
This is as far as his trail goes. After this, he vanishes.
So how are you planning to find him?
Well, we could start by just asking around.
First, I should have a word with the local authorities and see if my army ID buys me any information. If not, I'll need you.
Oh, really? What for?
Sometimes womanly virtues can be more persuasive.
Womanly virtues.
He means your legs.
So, you think my legs can change a man's mind?
More than mine could, anyway.
Sorry to interrupt this charming banter, but I'm dying of thirst here. Mind if I grab a drink while you two investigate?
I think we can manage without you for a while. Here's some money. Go and get yourself a lemonade at the pub and wait for us there.
Okay.
And Gwen,
Yes?
don't go getting kidnapped.
You're on your own, love?
Kind of. My dad's gone into town to look for someone, and I thought I'd wait here instead.
All right. Who's he looking for?
Someone called Professor Langtry. Don't suppose you know him, do you?
Doesn't ring any bells. Mind you, I've not lived here all that long. I inherited this place from my uncle. St. John is one of those towns where everyone knows everybody else's business. Ask around, and I'm sure you'll find your professor.
Thanks. I might just do that.
Well, there you go.
Hello again.
How's the search going? Found your professor yet?
I don't suppose you've had any thoughts about where I could find this Professor Langtry?
Afraid not. I'm still fairly new round here myself, so try asking the locals round the harbour. They might be able to help.
That's a pretty impressive autograph collection you have there.
It's my uncle's, God rest him. He'd take a photo of every famous punter who ever came in here. He made me promise on his deathbed that I'd protect the autographs like they were the crown jewels.
I'll get back to my manhunt then.
Best of luck.
So, who should I ask first about Professor Langtry?
Should I go and look at the painting?
Excuse me?
Ahoy there!
I'm looking for Professor Langtree. He's supposed to live somewhere around here.
A professor, eh? Don't know much about that. There's a doctor up at the surgery, Doc Higgins. Will he do?
That's not really who I'm after, but thanks anyway.
Hang on a minute. Langtree, you say?
Yes?
Ah, then I know the fella. The one who looks like that actor.
I don't really know what he looks like.
You know the one. He was in the paper. This Langtree fella. When they were doing the filming of that picture, someone wrote to the paper joking that this Langtree was a dead ringer for the leading man.
Is that right? You don't happen to have a copy, do you?
Of the paper? Nah, months ago that was.
Oh, never mind. Do you remember the name of the film they were shooting here? Or the name of the main actor?
Don't have much of a memory for those things, my lover.
So the professor looks like the lead actor from the film.
Aye. At least that's what I said in the paper.
So the professor looks like... Okay, Cap.
Aye, aye.
Alright, just go over and look at the painting, then talk to the
He must be a very versatile artist. Landscapes, portraits, he can do the lot. Hi. Can I ask you a quick question?
I think I can take a break for a moment. How can I help?
Do you know a Professor Langtree?
Lang,
I think so.
but I'm more of an observer than a talker.
So you might recognize the...
Quite possibly. If you had a
Did you see the film?
film crew.
Do you draw portraits as well?
Absolutely. A quick sketch can be a wonderful warm-up.
I'd love one of me.
Well, I'd be delighted to oblige. If you have 10 bob and can spare 20 minutes,
Of course.
I hope you like it.
It's great. Thank you. It's a really good likeness. See you later.
Bye.
Excuse me. Hello?
Yes, child, what is it?
Yes, child.
I'm looking for Professor
Do
Langtree.
you know where I'm
No, dear. Do you think I know every...
Do you know anything about the film they were making here a while ago?
Unfortunately, yes. It was based on a wonderful novel called Crime Scene Jersey by
So, do you know who plays the lead in the film?
I don't know, nor do I care.
So the film they were making here was called Crime...
That's what I said.
Well, thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Hi. Lovely day, isn't it?
A proper sculpture. What can I get you?
Does the name Langtree mean anything?
Langtree?
No, not really.
Did you see any of the filming?
Filming? Here? When was that?
Have you ever heard of the film Crime Scene Jersey?
Have I? I've seen it 3 times.
So,
3
I bet
times?
you know who played the lead role.
Are you kidding? Trevor Byrne! Oh, Trevor. So handsome. And brilliant, too. He's amazing.
Sounds like he must be. Thanks for your help. So it's Trevor Byrne who's in...
Yep, that's the fella.
Secretly? Got to go.
Bye for now.
Hello again.
How's the search going?
Do you know who Trevor Byrne is?
Do I? Ha! There's a picture of him on the wall over there. My uncle served him a pint.
Would you mind if I borrowed that picture of Trevor Byrne for a few minutes?
Not a chance, love. These are collector's items.
I'd bring it straight back.
I made a promise to my uncle.
Whatever happened to I'll get back to my manhunt then.
Best of luck.
A photo of Trevor Byrne. Now there's a bit of luck.
Oh,
Now's my chance. I'll swap my portrait for the Trevor Byrne photo. Would you mind taking a look at...
Is that your professor?
Not quite. He's an actor.
Now you mention it, he does look familiar. That must be the... He's not been here today yet.
Oh, thank you. So, I'd better put Trevor Burns' autograph back where it came from. And I still need to get my portrait. Now it's just a matter of waiting until Professor Langtree turns up. Oh, whoa. Head spin. Maybe the flight took it out of me.
Professor Langtree?
Yes? To whom do I owe the pleasure?
My name is Anna Brunner. I'm Oscar Brunner's daughter. Do you remember him? He once sent you some photographs of an artifact, the casket of the Nine Worlds.
Of course I remember. Come aboard. We can row home and chat there undisturbed.
You sit back, Professor. I'll do the honors.
Soon thereafter.
I heard about what happened to your father. I'm sorry. Did he manage to save the casket?
It was stolen, and now it has been destroyed. But I was able to save his research notes. They say he found an unidentified substance on the surface of the casket.
Or perhaps he did identify it, and that's why he stopped his research.
What were you researching? And why did you ask my father for those photos?
I'm a cryptographer, so I was interested in the runes on the casket. But the text was only half the story. There was something else, too.
A map?
Yes, quite astonishing. We scarcely have any cartographic material from that period, but the runes themselves were also unusual.
In what way?
I was able to translate them, but the results made no sense, as though the message was encrypted. The only word I could make out properly was Asgaror.
Asgard. A map showing the way to Asgard. I knew it.
Make yourselves at home. I'll fetch my notes from the study.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit dizzy. Don't worry.
You should eat something. When was the last time you had a proper meal? I'll see what I can dig up. Here you are. Hope you like it.
Wow. This is pretty good. All this time you said you were in the army. I didn't realize it was the catering corps.
Shut up and eat your soup.
Yeah,
Here,
shut
Dad.
up.
Happy birthday.
You remembered. It's beautiful.
This is the first time we've spent your birthday together. But
Holy
now you can keep this with you wherever you are. For every birthday.
No. From now on, I'll be spending every birthday with the real Gwen. Thank you.
Here's everything I could find about the casket.
What's this?
At first, I thought it was a part of the decoration. But then I noticed that it must have fitted exactly into the circular hollow on the casket. It points towards certain runes, and probably serves to decode the text. Unfortunately, it's broken, and the other half is missing.
This half?
Now, where on earth did you get that?
It was inside the casket.
And it fits. With this, I should be able to decrypt all the runes. Just give me a couple of hours.
Take all the time you need. I think we could all do with the rest.
Dad?
I'm here.
When's Mum coming home?
You're shaking.
I'm cold.
Just stay there. I'll make you a hot cup of tea. It can't be all that difficult. What do I need first?
Oh, it's impossible. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Every Englishman is born knowing how to make a cup of tea. I've been overseas for a while, but it soon comes flooding back. Here you go.
Thanks. I was dreaming of Mum. She was right here.
I miss her too.
I just want things to be back like they used to be.
I can't promise you that. But when all this is over, I promise I'll be right here next to you whenever you need me. I swear.
I've done it. Once we had the key, it was really quite straightforward.
And?
It says the casket was made from the wood of the world tree, Yggdrasil. And the text describes how the roots of the tree lead to Asgard. It's all quite unprecedented. Hardly any Viking maps or references to Yggdrasil have survived, if they ever existed. My theory is that they were systematically wiped out by the Christian Church when they converted the Scandinavians from their old beliefs. Quite brutal, those Christians. But the map makes references to a building, a place that holds the key to Asgard's location. I can only guess where that building might be.
My best guess would be where the casket was kept until just before the war. A ruined abbey in Gotland.
Then let's go. Are you coming with us?
I wouldn't be so eager if I were you. This rune here has a rather ambiguous meaning.
So?
It is both a treasure and a threat. It can refer to the elixir of life, or, how shall I put this?
Bluntly.
Ragnarok.
The world in flames.
So I'll be staying here. If you go, take a fire blanket.
The Island of the Gods.
When the professor said the place was ruined, I didn't realize he meant completely ruined.
I doubt we find anything useful in all this rubble.
You never know. On the way here, I took a closer look at the professor's notes. There were a few interesting details.
Looks like the professor came with us after all. Settle in for a lecture.
5 monks founded this abbey in the 13th century. During construction, they came across a Viking burial mound. Those monks lived to a very ripe old age, despite the unusually high death rate that afflicted the local farming community. When the monks finally died, the abbey was abandoned for centuries. It was only 20 years ago that some archaeologists turned up and discovered the casket.
I see where you're going with this.
I almost see, but what am I missing?
The archaeologists found the casket, but never found the burial mound.
Exactly. The monks must have taken the casket out of the grave, making it fairly easy for the archaeologists to find when they were scratching about in these ruins.
But the grave itself would be much deeper underground. The monks built their abbey here for a reason. They were sitting on top of the casket bearer's grave.
Just a minute. The casket bearer? Are you talking about Thor? You're saying Thor is buried here?
This is Gotland, the island of the gods.
Where else?
Else would a Viking god be buried?
That's a good
And
point.
Thor's grave will show us the way to Asgard. I'm certain of it. Ven, help me check out these pillars.
Okay, you do that, and I'll take a look around.
All right. Right back. I'm gonna use the potty. we go again. Ugh. Go to the passage on the right to reach the central area.
This seems to be the center of the abbey.
To the grave niche on the right. Search the undergrowth to find a hat. Ooh.
There's an old hat lying there.
Turn and enter the top grave niche. Then search the pile of junk. Find a stove.
Petrol stove, a brush, and a trowel. Those I'll take. The rest isn't much use.
To the left. Search in junk to find a whip. Look at all this junk.
It's just a load of junk, but hang on. That whip might come in handy.
No, it's so dark.
So, is that hell? Or the world in flames?
We'll need some light to see this properly. There's still some tar in the bowl at the bottom there.
Found something already?
Not much. Looks like the carvings on the pillars show the 5 founders of the abbey. How about you?
I'm still stumbling around in the dark.
Alright, hold on a second. Sorry, just get my popcorn snack. Alright, so then we want to combine. Oops.
I can use the knife to pierce, cut, scratch, slit, chop, saw, and very carefully poke some holes in this petrol stove.
Deduce no petrol stove, no go around, keeps the Philippines.
That should do it. It's too dark to make anything.
I'm already over this way. So.
That should do it. That should do it. That should do it.
Alright. Examine it. Once you've done this 4 times.
Tyrus the Penitent. Tyrus the Penitent. Found something already?
The reliefs on the pillars show the 5 monks who founded the abbey.
And how does that help us find the grave?
I don't know yet. We'll keep looking for hidden signs. Have you found anything?
Not really.
Here, Dad. I've copied all the reliefs for you. Maybe that'll help.
Thanks. No name, no year. So no idea whose final resting place this is. A book, obviously. It's much too narrow. I'll never get through there. I found a hidden entrance to an underground part of the abbey.
The grave?
No idea. The opening is too small for me to get through.
Let's take a closer look.
I definitely fit through there.
No way. It's much too dangerous. And you still don't look well.
Have a bit of faith in your daughter. She can do it. Besides, we don't really have any other option, do we?
Dad, I'm fine. Really.
Outvoted again. Okay, we'll do it. But we still need to find something to lower you down with. We can lower you down using this whip.
A whip? What are you carrying that around for?
You know, for archaeology. Look, just trust me. And be careful, all right?
As always. Okay, Dad. I'm at the bottom.
The valve's jammed. I can't fire it up. Gwen, here. Take this. Gwen, look.
Alright. Stove through the hole. Switch to Gwen.
I'd better leave that be. I'll pour all the petrol in. Wow. Now that is a proper resting place. If anything is going to help us find Asgard, it must be in here somewhere. That's a fairly detailed map of Europe. If the monks left any clues to where Asgard is located on the map, they've hidden them pretty damn well. I can't see any kind of a mark at all. That's a fairly detailed map. If the Can that really be Thor? Finders keepers.
Take the shield from this side and examine the breastplate.
With the professor's notes, I should be able to translate the runes. I climbed down from Asgaror, from the mightiest of the hidden mountains, to climb up into the kingdom of heaven. From the mightiest of the hidden mountains. Sounds like Thor's home was up on a mountain. But which one? There have to be more clues here.
I know I hate this kind of stuff because it's like, alright, well, how much more do you need me to clean, game? Like, I can clearly see everything. It's like, at what point is this like officially cleaned enough for me to translate? Read the engravings and clean the middle part to build two symbols. Back out to the rest of the room. Look at the sign beneath the left. Sign beneath the left flame.
Two squares. This hexagon won't fit into a square hole.
What?
The raised square on the front of the shield fits into the hole exactly. Wow, is that good or bad?
Turn the shield. Oh, place shield and raise square recess.
You can turn the wooden shield.
8 times anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Eight.
1, 2.
10.
Oh wait. I'm gonna say 8. If you keep not, if you're doing it correctly, I'm gonna say 8. Sign beneath the right flame and then place either shield in this recess.
The hexagonal pattern on the front of the shield fits the hole perfectly. Whoa! What is that?
Looks fine.
The iron shield rotates.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
Nope.
5.
Oh.
6.
There it is.
Oh my god. That's it.
So these monks really knew where Asgard is?
Looks like it. The south of Iceland.
That's still too big an area for us to search. It's hundreds of square miles.
No problem. I found some runes on Thor's breastplate that narrow the target area right down.
She's reading Nordic runes now. They grow up so fast.
I told you, she's a very capable girl. Trust her more and she'll surprise you.
Okay, I've got it. We can talk about the details on the way to Iceland. All we need now is transport. Back in a minute. Excuse me, Mr. Halderson?
Yes?
Sorry for the interruption. I wonder if you could help me. I'm looking for a mountain.
Look around you.
Sadly, I don't think it'll be that easy. Does the phrase hidden mountains mean anything to you?
Ah, you must mean the subglacial mountains and volcanoes up in the highlands.
Subglacial?
They lie under a thick layer of ice. Only the highest one, the Grimsfjall, has its summit sticking out of the glacier.
Mightiest of the hidden mountains.
What?
How can we get there?
You could fly up with us. If you don't mind waiting a few days. I need to check our monitoring stations up there. But the chopper's broken down and the pilot's gone to pick up some spare parts.
I'm a pilot as well. Mind if I take a look?
Alright. I'm sure no one's tried to call me. Oh, I hate when my phone does this. Will you please just work? Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I'll do it later. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Just like decides it's done working. Can you please work? Like I'm asking you to work, please. System UI isn't responding. Close app. Oh my gosh. This thing is such a piece of junk. Alright, anyway. Go to the helicopter to examine it.
The Grimsfjall has to be there some...
Close app. Okay, look, I'm like standing right by the helicopter, but you really want to look at the mountains. Okay. Well, that's not what I want to do. Nope, helicopter, please. There we go.
Let's see what's fallen off this old crate. This hose is broken and losing hydraulic fluid. To get the chopper flying again,
air pump next to the geologist.
Fire's dead. Maybe I can borrow something from the truck to repair the helicopter. Got it. Maybe I can borrow something from the truck to repair the helicopter.
No hose and clips. Pipe.
I can use the knife to pierce, cut, scratch, slit, chop, saw, and unscrew hose clips, apparently.
I'm gonna use the tin can on the oil drain to fill it with water.
Excellent. The can's full of oil now.
Tin can on the oil drain to fill it with, sure, with water. Go to the
I'll carefully tip the oil into the pot.
Light up the lighter.
There's some delicious motor oil in the pot.
Okay, alright, fine.
I'll pour water into the pot until it's full. After 10 minutes of stirring, the oil and hot water have finally formed an emulsion together. Phew. Making soup was easier than this. I'll tip the mixture into the canister.
Okay, examine the once more.
The Grimsfjall has to be this.
There's a hole cup.
The length is fine, but the seal isn't tight enough. Perfect! The hose and line are hooked up beautifully.
This canister on the filler opening.
If I top up the hydraulic fluid with this, it should do the trick.
I'm gonna use the air pump on it.
A few good pumps and the hydraulic system should be back in business.
Back in. Automatically leave the area. Yeah, boy.
Right, your helicopter is back in service. Shall we get moving?
Sure, I just need to get my gear. So, what's so urgent at the Grimsfjall?
My companion is an archaeologist. We're following up on some information she found in an old Viking text.
Archaeologists, always in such a hurry. Geologists know how to wait. It's over there. I'll need the whole afternoon to check the monitoring stations.
Understood. We'll go and take a look around the summit for a while.
Okay, but you absolutely have to be back before it gets dark.
Roger. It'll be dark soon. We have to get back to the helicopter.
Wait, look! Over there in the rock. Is that a gate?
Gwen, wake up. We found something. Hey, do you hear that?
Another helicopter. Who?
No idea.
How did they figure this out?
Good work, Mr. Paddock. You've achieved what our very best scientists failed to do. Found the way to Asgard. I'm impressed. Now, hand over the key.
What key?
Your daughter's amulet. Give it to me.
Got him.
Good shot, Anna.
Thank you. Sorry, how rude of me. Mr. Paddock, have you met my sister?
You were right. We never would have made it without these two.
What?
Without you, we wouldn't have found Professor Langtry in time, and the KGB would have shut down the Wotan project.
What are you talking about?
Anna was lying to us the whole time. She works for the Soviets.
No, Mr. Paddock. We work for no one. The secret services on each side of the Iron Curtain are just convenient resources for us, as we complete our father's work.
Oscar Brunner would never have wanted this. Killing? Kidnapping? Just to find Asgard?
You know nothing about our father, or his research. It's not about Asgard, it's about Wotan's ore.
100 times the radioactivity of uranium or plutonium. In these times of ours, and you ought to know this, Mr. Paddock, that means power. Indescribable power. And that is worth every sacrifice. So open the door.
Gwen, give me the amulet.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Yggdrasil. So it's true.
And the World Tree will finally give us the answers.
So, you found what you were looking for. We'll go now.
Oh no. You could still be useful.
Why? At least let Gwen go. She's only a child.
Dad!
We need bodies. The younger and stronger, the better. Almost all the scientists who worked on Project Wotan died of radiation poisoning.
But Asgard's inhabitants survived exposure for centuries, before they abandoned this place.
We have to find out how they survived the radiation, before we unearth Wotan's ore.
So we may need guinea pigs, canaries to send down the mine. That is why you're still useful.
Secure the area! And now, you will reveal the secret of Asgard's healing powers.
You're crazy. Why would I help you?
You're not helping us. You're helping your daughter.
What? Gwen! No! What's wrong? What's wrong?
Haven't you noticed how your daughter has been growing weaker since her stay in Moscow? Radiation poisoning. Only a miracle can save her now.
I'll kill you. How could you do this?
Actually, you did it. Remember the injection you gave her?
But now, what am I supposed to do?
The casket is the key. The monks on Gotland, Father, Kessler, they were all protected from the radiation in the same miraculous way. Cut out of the wood from Yggdrasil, the rune inscription was a clue to the elixir of life.
The map that led us here. All of that points to one conclusion. The World Tree holds the healing powers. Now all we have to do is find out how to harness them. And that's where you come in, Mr. Paddock.
Okay. Take the candle.
Stop. Don't take...
I've got to find a way to...
Stop.
Alright. Oh, I see the candle.
I've got to find...
Alright. Everybody calm down. Hilt on the right. That's a stone shield. That's steel. What's this? Purchase that. Spin the circles make the shape of a tree.
A mirror mosaic of the World Tree. but it looks a little twisted somehow. Aha. Now the mirrors are reflecting the sunlight onto the pillars at each corner of the
Steel
platform.
just to the left.
Diamonds. Let's hope they can be Gwen's best friend.
Diamond to the right. Continue all the way down.
What the hell's that? Easy now, Fenton. No sudden moves. The wolf is staying in the shadows. He doesn't seem to like the light. Too far away. And I can't get any nearer because of the spear trap. Ouch. That must have only just happened. Nobody deserves a death like that.
Then go through the door, then into the cave on the left. Oh. Alright, try to pick up the spear, but it's stuck.
The broken shaft from a spear. It's stuck firmly in his hand and I can't pull it out.
All the way down. Oh, examine the dead soldier and take the helmet from the one on the right. I missed like... Oh, okay, I missed something. All the way down along the path to reach an icy cave. Oops, sorry, I didn't get all the way down.
A Nazi expedition. Maybe these were Kessler's men. Well, they don't need it.
Alright, so then I got the helmet from the one on the right. Use this to collect some snow.
I'll take a helmet full of snow with me.
Alright. Okay, left near the wolf. Try to pick up the spear, but it's stuck. Light the candle with your lighter. Then use this on the spear. Now pick it up because I'm the white diamond.
There we go. The molten wax is running between the fingers and onto the wooden staff. A bit of wax and now it moves quite smoothly. I won't be able to get that from up there without some help. Gwen might know more about Norse mythology, but I still remember the stories of Odin's faithful companions. An 8-legged horse, 2 wolves, and 2 ravens.
Alright, so middle left. Near left.
A raven? So there aren't just wolves down here.
Middle left. Now pick up the white diamond, go through the top door, and pick up the yellow diamond.
I hope I can take it without the cave collapsing. Phew.
Top, pick up that diamond, go back to the room with the wolf. Use your staff to reach the rucksack. No, continue.
Got it.
Summit, get an ice pick.
Let's see what he had with him.
Sit and find some clothing, go back out to the
Stuck fast. I can hack the pack. I'll empty it out.
tin cup, wooden casket.
I've already taken.
Go back and enter the cave with the wolf again. Use the blue diamond on the clothing.
It's not my size anyway, so I can just go ahead and cut it up.
Blue diamond on the clothing, a smell on the thread. Use the staff on the helmet with water.
That should make the staff a bit more flexible, I think.
Okay. And combine the wet staff with the nylon thread. I made a bow.
Even without sharp points or feathers, the cleaning rods make pretty serviceable arrows.
Throw the signal flare towards the wolf.
Let's see how you like that. Gotta be worth a try. Bullseye.
Alright, so green diamond near left. Yellow diamond near right. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's be right back.